welcome to the another tutorial. So today we will be going ahead with the last video only, but here we will be doing some practical examples. So as we all know, in the last video we have seen like how we can clean the data and how many functions we can use for cleaning the data with the help of SQL. So here I am using mode, and let's go ahead with the queries. So the first query, as you can see here, so this is the query and we have used left. So let me show you the first data. So this is the data which is coming. It's loading. I'm not sure why it is taking so much of time. So this is the data, basically incident number, category, description, day of the week and date. So basically here we are working with date and we just want the date. We do not care about the time stamp and everything. So here we are using left and we are getting only 10 characters, means only the date. So let me run the second query and show me. So after running the second query, we will only be getting the dates. So as you can see here, we are only getting the dates. Uh, this is the clean date and hope this is clear. So here we have got all the clean dates. Similar to this, we can also use this write. In the write, whatever the things you have given, it will be just cropping it. So for the live write, we will be getting a clean time, like whatever the timestamp was there, we will get it on the write with the help of write. So I am running the query. Next time I will be doing this limit 10, because of limit 100 it is getting more time. So here it is. This is the clean time and clean date. Hope everything is clear now. So this is the clean date, this is the clean time, both columns are returning, and you got the point. Like for the write we need last 17 characters, so that is our timestamp. So we got it with the help of write. And after that we can combine both of this, like left and right. So here is the query for left as well as right. And we have set the length of the date here, and as I told you, I am doing here limit 10 so that it will not take much time. Run the query. So here we have used this oh, there is some error. Let me recheck it. Oh, I'm not sure. Select syntax. Where is the error? uh, we have copied it correctly. Let's remove this date column. Now it should be running correctly. Select incident number. Okay. Okay, so the issue was related to, like, I was not selecting the query. So it was simple, like we have cleaned the date, we have this date in the right. We are getting the timestamp as it is, and the length we have cropped it, like uh, cropped the length to 11, like 11 characters, whatever the length of the date. And we have removed all the characters. So earlier we were directly giving 17, but if you don't know the length of the string or something like that, so you can use like this, like uh, you can remove whatever the date is, like date is having 11 characters, so we have removed the date, and after 11 character whatever remaining part is there, that is the timestamp. So we have got the timestamp here. And after that, trim. So trim function is basically very easy. Trim function, maybe many of you have used the trim function. So trim function, just whatever the name suggests, it is trimming, like from the left, from the right, or from the both left and right. So we can use all of the things, like in the place of both you can do left trimming, you can do right trimming, as well as you can do both trimming, like it will be trimming from both the sides. And this is trimming the location. So this is the location, and after trimming you can see the location has been trimmed from both the sides and we are getting a perfect location. So what we are trimming here, we are trimming this parenthesis. So whatever you want to trim from left side or right side, you can trim it. And other than that, like leading and trailing, you can give this is leading, this is trailing. Leading means from the beginning if you want to remove parenthesis, or in the from the end, or some characters from starting or ending, you can use that. And this is the position. So let's check this query. So let me run it. So here we are using it on description basically. So as you can see here, like we are using it on description. I have shown you both description as well as a position, means this is the output a underscore position, and this is the description. So here in a we are just getting the, what we can say, index element, like a is at what index position basically. So for that we can use it. I'm not sure like where we'll be using this kind of things, but it's simple. For strpos, like string position, it's simple, just we have to remove the in element, otherwise it's similar to position only. And for the substring, so substring, as you all know, for the substring part, you just have to get the substring from particular column or something like that. Here we are getting substring from a date, and we are converting it into a day, like what is the day on that day. So here is the output. So it was simple, like this is the date, and what we have cropped is we have cropped the fourth element, and two element are coming. So we are getting it as substring, like as you can see, like fourth index is 31. Here 0 1 2 3 fourth index we have taken, and we have taken the two elements. So this is the substring part. Here is the syntax: substring, string, starting character position, and number of characters, like how many characters do you want from that position, you can give it in substring. For the concatenation part, you have to concatenate anything. So here we are concatenating dates only, I think. So this is the left, I already explained you in this video. So in the left, we are just getting 10 characters, so it will be giving us the clean date, and we are concatenating day of the week with that date. So let me run this query and show you the output. So here it is. So we have concatenated day of the week as well as clean date, and you can see day and date, we are getting it in a single column. So it was simple, like we have concatenated day with a date, so it is easier to see as well as easier to represent what is the day and date. And here it's simple, like if you do not want to use this kind of things like concat, you can directly use this day of the week and pipe symbol. Hope if you are familiar with the shell script or any Linux commands, we use pipe for concatenation of two commands. Similarly in SQL, you can use pipe for the concatenation. So pipe will also be doing the same thing as concat, but concat is easier to read and use, so you can directly use the concat. And this is the upper and lower case. So here I have taken both upper and lower case characters and converting the address to upper and lower case. Let me run the query. Oh, we got the output. So here is the address, here is the address in upper, here is the address in lower. It was simple. I don't think there is any explanation needed for that. Just the alphabets are in upper and lower case, we have to use upper and lower. And now we are turning strings into dates. So how can we convert strings into dates? So most of the times when you are working with data engineering and all, so you will be having dates in a string format. So what you can do is you can use substring. So this is the substring. We will be getting the date from particular date, because date is having timestamp and all. So this particular will be substring. And after that we have used pipe for just concatenating two things, and we have used left two elements just for the date. Again we have used pipe for concatenation, then we have used a substring for date, and we have given the number of characters from where it should start. So it will be giving us the date, and this will be giving us the month, and total things we will be getting, and we have converted it into a date here. So this was also simple, like we have just used substring and a combination of pipe for getting the dates. So this is the clean date, and we have used a hyphen here. Basically, if you do not want to use the hyphen, you can replace it with backslash or anything you want. Other than that, it's fine. And turning dates into more useful dates. So here, this is the thing we are using basically. So let's see what is there in the table. So I hope there is something interesting we will be seeing here. So here we are extracting year, month, date from the date basically. So this is the interesting part actually. So this is the same thing, and on what we are using it, on clean date. Okay, we have saved that as a clean date. Here it is, this is the clean date. So on that clean date we are working and extracting year, month, date or minute, second. We can directly extract it if it is in a date format. Actually we have converted directly into a date format, that is not in a string format. So query is taking a time now. Yeah, so I think it is pretty much clear. This is year, month, day, hour, and everything we got it. But the condition only is that this the clean date, whatever the date you are using here on the extract part, that should be particular in a date type, not should be a string. So here also it is the same kind of a thing. Here we are truncating the data. So let's see how it works. I think both will be giving us the same output, but let me run the query and get the output. Till the query is running, let me go to the another thing. Here this is now, and local time is local time, local time is time. These are the things, these are already there in the SQL. So you can directly use this now keyword as well as some timestamp functions. Okay, so here we are truncating year, month, week, day, hours. Okay. So here in the date truncate, you are truncating everything, but you are just getting the year. Here you are getting the month. Here you are getting the date. You can see the differences, like, but I am not sure like why we are doing this, but maybe for some purpose. But this year is of no use. We just want 2014. Other 0101 is just by default. Here also 0101 is no. Here first is the month, that is proper, but other timestamps are default. So basically main thing we will be this only. So it's just an example. Here if you directly want to use SQL functions, you can use like this. Here as you can see, we are not taking any table. As you can see, we are just using our SQL functions, and uh, we are checking the time and everything. So this is the time basically, not according to my system, but this mode is basically on the server of US time. So basically this is the US time or UK time, I'm not sure what, because whatever the server this MySQL or whatever the databases was deployed on, so it will be giving us the time of that server. And here also the same thing, if you want to convert time current time at uh, PST or IST. Okay, let's try this. So it will be giving us, let's try with IST because right now I am in India. So let's try with this current time, whatever that server is having, and we are converting it into IST time. Okay. Oh, both are having the same time. IST is also having the same time. I am not sure. Like, it's not 9:23 here. What time it is showing, I am not sure why. But hope it works on your cloud, AWS, or whatever the system, Redshift, or whatever system you are using. It will directly use that system. Coleus. So Coleus I have already discussed in last video, but here we are doing some practicals on it. So let me use this query of Coleus. So what Coleus does is, like we are having description. So in description we will be having many null values. So in place of those null values, it will be removing those null values and getting all the null values to zero or no description like that. Let me run the query. We will get to know after a practical thing, because as you can see, like for the first row only, like here description, we are not having any description for that row. So we were adding no description to that part, like we are not having any description for that part. The use of this part is that whenever you are joining this table to another table or something like that, so when you are joining the table, this rows what which are null will not be considered, because in join it will only match with all those rows which are matching or which are not having null values. So if we add no description, so it will be matching all of these rows also, so that will be a advantage for us. So hope you found this video useful. I will be posting more such interview questions. I am also giving you this link for the mode in the description, so you can also practice it, and you can also tag me on the Instagram if you are practicing on the mode. See you soon. Thank you guys. Bye.